Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Copper Coins Coin Roll Hunt Reveal E342, a 1961D Pittsburgh branch of the Fed Reserve of Cleveland roll. How's everybody doing today? I see we got dirty water in the house. Go ahead and draw our chip for the day, and it's 50. Let a couple people stroll in, and we will open it up. Let's see what roll this is. Oh, that's one of next week's rolls. Let's see. Stan Horn, welcome. We'll go ahead and start unwrapping this roll. See what we get. Got a 61D roll I'm going to do next week too. Hope everybody's weekend is going swell. We're going to get this rolling. First coin is for Mickey. Look at the first 10 reverses or so. Roger, how are ya? Bit chilly. It's nice down here, sunny and about 80 degrees. Next coin, Jeff Dunn. Coin number 3 in the roll for IT. 54. Ooh, that is cold. Could be a struck through. Or it could be a grease spot. I have to take a look. Rainy 49 degrees in the Pacific Northwest. That is a blob of grease. That is good. We're a little bit warmer than average here. It's been actually just glorious weather out. It's beautiful to be outside. It's been easy to get stuff done around the house, even though I haven't been outside a whole lot the last couple days. I got a sick hound dog. Looks like a little bit. That's just a speck of flake of copper. But I got a sick puppy in the house again. Hey, Indigenous Treasures, welcome to the show. So she's not feeling good, so we're not going and doing much outside. I have a feeling that she spent, the one is sick. She's got a urinary tract infection, so she's on antibiotics, and anti-inflammatories, and so she's laying around. Oh, that looks like we could have something here. Yes. Maybe that's a hit. Yep, I'm thinking that's a hit. But yeah, she went to the vet, was there till 11 o'clock last night. I agree. I agree. It's early in the roll, though. There's plenty of time to get some good stuff. Coin number 6 for Frostbite. Yeah, and she's got what's called chronic urinary tract disease or something. So she's almost 3 years old, and this is like her 5th urinary tract infection, and it's like her 3rd or 4th this year. The good thing is when she goes to the vet now, she's had enough tests done that they kind of know what's going on. And it's basically she's literally an inch off the ground, and we were in the backyard for a few hours, and her backside rubs on the ground and gets dirty, and then she licks it and spreads it all around, and the next thing you know, she's got an infection. So the vet said try to keep her out of the house. This is that same dye. Let me go back to that. Let me look. I kind of see it right here. But it's just not. I'll have to check it out. It's just not jumping out. But yeah, she's already feeling better. And I knew yesterday because we have to wash her every day down there. And when we gave her her sponge bath in the morning, she wasn't real happy about it. She was trying to dig into her bed and stuff like that, which is a sign, I guess, of them, trying to hide, being in pain. I never knew that. I told the vet about it, and he says, yeah, she was just trying to get out of the way. So she'll get better. She's on antibiotics for 10 days. Nice dyed chip up on the right cornice. And just has to take it easy. See this? Is this the same one? It is. I see, when I look at it like this, I see what looks to me to be an RPM. But then you turn it, it's really not there. It looks like it is kind of there. Let me look at here and see if there's anything listed like this. All right, let me run through here real quick, see if we've got anything like that. a couple listed that are pretty minor. Look at that. Let's see. Let me look around this coin a little bit. Nothing that I see. Coin number 10, the last one we'll be looking at the reverse. Unless I see something. Southern Coin Hunter. Now that is a minor one there, but it is an RPM. Let's see if we can possibly identify this one. See the split serif down there and up top. Kind of a bluegill-ish one. Let's see. Die scratches, that should be identifiable. Not there. Oop, nope. All right, maybe we might have a maybe here. Let's see if I can find anything to link it up. Nothing to link it up with this one, but it could be this one. I'm going to have to hold this aside. Could be 93. Write a note. Coin number 11 for Mickey. Add some rolling wax. Coin number 12, Paul Hampton. Hopefully we find a couple more examples of that RPM, make it easier to distinguish. It really helps when attributing coins that you have more than one, because sometimes you get little blemishes and stuff like that that may not be on every coin, and when you go to diagnose the markers, the more examples you have, the better it is for reliability. Coin 13, Eric Beyer. Yeah, I've got 4 rolls for this week. It's going to be a 2009 LP4, a 63D bank wrapped, a 45D plastic tubed roll, and a 61D Fed or Seattle branch Fed Reserve of San Francisco roll. That roll is new to me. Well, I guess I've had it for a few weeks. I just didn't know until I opened the box a couple days ago that I had it. Coin 16. I'm working on packages. I probably will send some out tomorrow and then hold off till about Wednesday so I can get some of these coins in some of the packages. But I'm back at the top of the list, so we'll be starting with A and moving down. Yeah, oh, that's right. That's right. I didn't even realize that. Veterans Day. So Tuesday, you might start getting packages mailed out. You know, Roger, I haven't, like, the LP4, I've never looked at an LP4 on purpose. It's as much for me as it is for you. I've been working on the 2009 listings, and it just seems to me that I neglected them and need to give them a few rolls to do, because I do plan on trying to update as many of the photographs that we have as I can. And I'd prefer to do it through reveals, even though I kind of know that's not going to be practical or possible. Actually, Roger's got a package. I've been working on his package. This is another one of the RPMs, I believe. Yep. Let me double check that big die scratch in the 6. Yep, that's it. So that's our second example of this one. All right, it happens, for sure. And it's better to be safe. The last thing you need, I can tell you, I've never had it happen to me, but I had a family member years ago that had their identity stolen. And, man, my sister really had a hard time with it. She did end up getting it resolved, but it was a brutal, like, 2 years. She basically had no credit, no access to banks, no access to anything. Coin 23 for Carl. I know my wife, her phone got hacked in her one credit card because she uses one credit card to do everything. And the common denominator is she was going to like Wish and Temu and stuff like that. And the bank said that's the websites that get you. Is they make some weird charge for like 3 cents to make sure that you're not looking before they try hitting you real big. And our bank catches it every time, and then they lock her card, and then it takes like a week or two to get a new card. So that's one way. If you do online stuff, get a special card for the stuff you do online, and then have a card that you use for all your other things in life. That way you don't, lose everything if one card gets stolen. Coin 26, Mickey. Next coin, Paul Hampton. Not a great roll for RPMs. We've got a couple little ones in here. See, we were lucky that our bank immediately locked it. As soon as that charge hit, there was like 3 charges. One was for 3 cents and a couple were like 3 or 4 or 5 cents. And as soon as those hit, she got a text message that said that her card was locked down. And it was a teller card, so it was like linked to a bank account. And we called and they said, this is how it usually happens. And you don't need your identity stolen that way. I have heard that I pay for it, and I've gotten it because supposedly my information's leaked from the cable company and all that stuff. But so far, I've been pretty lucky about nobody messing with my information. Said our only family thing has been my wife, and that both times. One was Wish and one was Temu. Ooh, crusty. So I'm not sure how those credit protection services actually work. At this point, all the insurance and stuff that you buy, I question everything as far as insurance goes, because it seems like you're forced to have it, and when you need it, they don't do anything for you. They tell you you're on your own, basically. And I know it didn't used to be that way, so I don't know what has changed. And I wonder if it's just people can't afford to fight back or what it is. Oh, man. That's terrible. That is terrible. Well, that whatnot thing, I can tell you right now, I am not a big fan of whatnot. Uh, there are a lot of reputable sellers on whatnot, but my issue with whatnot is you can be sitting there and hit that button, and all of a sudden you're like $100 higher than you planned on bidding. It's just got like a button that you hit for the next highest bid, and if a bunch of them come in simultaneously, it just picks a spot for you. And I mean, I don't think I've even looked at a whatnot auction now for months. And that's the reason why is the last time I bid on something, fortunately I didn't win it, but if I would have won it, I would have paid, like 3 times the amount of money I wanted to pay for the item. And it like gets charged immediately on whatnot too. And I understand the concept. It's actually kind of a cool concept. They should have it. Maybe they do. Maybe I just don't know what I'm doing. Where you can put what your max bid amount would be. I know on the pre-bidding that's how it works. Oh, that's awful. That is awful. So I just, I guess I have been blessed by not having any issues like that. Coin 39 for Carl. I know the thing down here now is some of the insurance companies are finally starting to pay claims out for the hurricanes, and now the banks won't cash the check. They want to hold it in escrow because they think you're going to cash the check and just let your house go to foreclosure. And I don't think that happened during Ian. But I guess that's a big thing down here now. So now the people, they got an insurance check that's good for 60 days and they're not going to be able to cash it. And, a lot of these people don't have the money to fix their house. They need that money. There was a guy up the street during Ian, his pool got pushed out of the ground. And they said it was lack of maintenance. And I kind of believe that. But he said he emptied his pool so it didn't overflow and flood his house. I just think his pool was empty. And then it floated up. Because I was always told not to empty the pool. That the drain, it'll just run off. But he had that problem. He says he finally, after 3 years of litigation or 2.5 years of litigation, they give him a check and his bank wouldn't cash it. So he finally did the runaround with the insurance company and somehow they got money for him. So now he's fixing his house up. Coin 44, not a terribly productive roll. Couple little things. You just got to work at it, IT. Do your best to pay things off, and it'll come back. One of our kids has battled with credit score issues, and she finally got hers fixed. All right, reaching the end. So far, 2 for sure RPMs and a couple that I'm not so fond of, or I don't think they will make the cut. Coin 48, Chubby Pop Chaser. Coin 49, Mark Thomas. And this is another one of the RPMs, I believe. And it's minor too. You can just see it. Right there, and then a little bit right there. I'll have to get a good photo of that because it actually looks like it's rotated and not tilted. And the last coin for Dan, and he's the winner of the giveaway. Congratulations, Dan. And he's got a toner on top of it. Dan does like his toners. Alrighty, let me hang this up here. You write a note. E342. And that's for Dan. Alrighty, I think Chuck's going to be doing some reveals either today or tomorrow. I've got 2 coming up tomorrow. At I think 4 and 5. It might be 4:30 and 5:30. But I hope to see everybody there. We got a couple of mint wrapped LP2 rolls. And I want to thank everybody for coming. Hit that like button on the way out, and I will probably see you around the community. We'll talk to you all soon. Bye.